It is time for our Sunday check-ins. When we talk about mental health, we are here with Dr. Sabine Schmid, a clinical psychologist, associate professor, and director of psychology education at the U of M Medical School. We're so glad you're here this morning. We're going to talk about the unavoidable issue of stress this time of year. And I know it can come in a lot of forms, but first just kind of lay out in general stress for us and sort of knowing yourself and the triggers.
Yeah, so stress is not always a bad thing, right? We evolved to meet stress. It is part of life, and I think that it doesn't always feel comfortable, right? So the negative feelings that we do feel when we're stressed, they try to tell us something. So sadness, grief, and loneliness tells us to connect to other people. Mm-hmm. Anxiety might tell us we don't perceive having enough demands. Enough resources for meeting the demands, so we might want to increase our resources. Anger tells us we need to change something. So, yeah.
So being aware of what those emotions are and then how to fix them. So I know that there's healthy ways to kind of engage and supporting yourself this time of year.
Yes, so, if you want to figure out how to manage the stress, we first need to assess what actually stresses me. What do I need, right? We sometimes assume that things are stressful, like when COVID first hit 4 years ago, everybody seemed to be stressed. Right. And sometimes we feel like, oh, we know what everybody's stressed about, but everybody's very different, right? Stress is very personal. So it's very important to ask yourself, what do I need? What is actually stressing me? So if I'm a grandmother who was just uninvited for Thanksgiving because the kid is sick and they don't want to infect grandmother, this grandmother might need, to feel connected, to feel human touch. The 20-year-old who just lost a job and feels shame needs something very different, like confidence and things like that.
So knowing that, and something we talk about a lot on the show, something I've been going through a lot is grief, and it really comes to a head this time of year when there's an empty place setting at the table. Yeah. And what's your advice for the many people who are dealing with that?
Yeah, so the holidays are a change, right? That's not our typical routine, so it can mix things up, and that can stress us. And sometimes we feel like, oh, we should have only love and joy over the holidays. So I think that it's very important, again, to check in with yourself. Where am I? What do I need? Check in with each other. Everybody might be in a different place, especially with grieving. Mm-hmm. And it's okay to make room for both. Right? So conversations can turn stressful if people are in different places or they haven't, lived together. So we sort of grow apart and we may have different opinions, different coping strategies. So I'm always a fan of assessing what do I actually want and need and checking in with each other.
And having those conversations. I love it. And last thing I want to ask you is professional help. When does that kind of come into this?
Yeah, so again, like coping with stress and stress itself can be very important for us to learn. I think that when we get stuck, and especially when we make things worse, feel like there's a vicious cycle. We avoid things that we really can't avoid and then make things worse. Yeah. So the stress, the depression, the anxiety gets worse because we avoid it. And we get into these vicious cycles. And can't get out ourselves, then it's time to get some help.
Okay, thank you so much. I really learned a lot. We appreciate what you're doing, what you do to help support people. That was helpful.
Thank you for having me.